What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Come on, you guys. Well, another marker watch today. You know, I'm streaming on Twitch TV, YGOPaisano. I'd greatly appreciate you guys check it out. Links to be down below. Go check it out. Hit the follow button. You've got Amazon Prime. You can hit the subscribe button so you don't have to watch all those goofy ads. It's awesome. I've been streaming almost about 7 days this past week. I'm trying to stream as much as possible, create as much content as possible because, well, one, I like remote dueling, but two, we can get a good take of what the meta really is starting now, especially tonight when I stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking over at the meta, I think we could get a good take about what people are buying. And when I mean meta, I mean really the market in this situation. But Snake Eye Ash is going to be a 3-up in just about every single Fire King's deck. It's also going to be a 3-up in, well, a Snake Eyes deck, which I'll probably talk about in another video. But looking over at Snake Eyes Ash, the price has risen pretty dramatically. I mean, if you include shipping, it's roughly around $5 a copy. This is a super rare at an Age of Overlord, and somehow still, the card is going for $5. So go back to your locals, check your quarter box, because if you see these cards in there, hey, grab them for a quarter, because once again, they're $5. Pretty wild when you realize it. But is it really that wild when knowing that this is going to be a must-have card in this game? Another card you might want to consider picking up if it's not haven't really spiked more in value, but to continue to rise even higher in value, is Snake Eyes Flamb Dragon, the Gold Century Secret Rare version. This version of Age of Overlord used to be $24. The value has now increased to $115 a copy. This card costs roughly around Wanted, one of the Sinful spoil cards, so the most expensive version, this card. Now, if you don't want to buy this version, obviously you don't have to. This is a QCR. If you want to buy the regular Secret Rare, no big deal, but it's also been rising. It used to be around $2.21. The current value of this card right now is almost $18 a copy. So once again, you're going to need this card. Now, you're probably saying, V, how many do I need? Well, if you're looking to play Fire Kings, you need one. If you're looking to play Snake Eyes, it's a pure build, which is starting to do more in Oshi, and it's starting to become more prevalent, you're going to want to grab 2. Me, personally, I recommend grabbing 2. That's what I recommend to everybody watching this video. Another card is Salamon Sunlight Wealth. Now, this card was roughly around $50 at one point. I made a video talking about buying this card. I bought one of these. The current value of this card right now is roughly around $73. Now, if that one's gone, by the way, it's 3 of them, though. The card value goes to $75 a copy. This is for the Ghost Rare version of Salamon Great Sunlight Wealth. Now, you don't have to buy this. It does come in a bunch of versions, Ultra Rare, Super Rare, Common, and Regular Rare. Basically, every rare, except Secret Rare, and higher. But listen, this card is definitely a card that you're going to want to grab. Obviously, you just need it as a one-of. You don't really have to blow the bank on if you don't want to, but there is a higher rarity version. Then we have Superstar Slayer Tyon Skycrush. Now, the QC of this card, for the most part, was dirt. At one point, this card was as low as $150. The current value of this QCR right now is $250. Now, watch how fast this moves. Then you have one for $261, $270, and now the card is $300. By the way, it's $300 for 2. Count them, 2 listings. After that, the price goes to $400. Now, you're probably saying, wait a minute, V, it's only a couple of sales. Sure, but it was only a couple of sales this whole way up. And if you look at the past month, it's a pretty fast way up. Superstar Slayer Tyon Skycrush is definitely a card a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are needing, using, and playing with. The crazy thing about this card is, it's good in most decks in the game. Whatever deck you're playing, you more than likely need Tyon in that deck. But if you want to go ahead and grab the Ultra Rare, no big deal, but it's doing the same exact thing. It was roughly at one point, roughly around $17. The current value of this card is not even on page 1 from verifiable sellers. You're going to have to go over to page 2, and that's going to show you having the card being roughly around $30 a copy. So once again, this card, Superstar Slayer Tyon Skycrush, is a $30 Ultra Rare at an Age of Overlord. We're not even done talking about Snake Eyes because, in my opinion, I think Snake Eyes is the hidden gem out of everything here. I think there are a lot of great decks in the game, and especially next month, I think if you're a Fire player, whether it's Salamon Great, whether it's Rescue Ace, whether it's Fire Kings, I think pure Snake Eyes actually is even better. Divine Temple to Snake Eyes is one of the cards that's a QCR that has been rising in value. It was as low as $18 to $19. The current value is about $45 for this card. Now, this is for the QCR. The Ultra Rare at an Age of Overlord, you notice a trend here is slowly increasing. The current value for these Ultra Rare is about $1, $2 if you want to include shipping. So once again, we've looked about other cards, some of which have Secret Rare, some of which are Ultra Rare. Others also super rare. And this card right here, Divine Temple of the Snake Eye, it's a one of, kind of like Typhon, but it's really cheap right now. Don't be surprised this card rising in value. It will guaranteed rise in value. Boral Savage Dragon Starlight Rare is another card used in the pure Snake Eyes build. Now, the thing about this card is, yes, it got reprinted a ton. You can get the QCR. That's all fine and dandy. But this card is dirt cheap right now. I just recently bought one not long ago, and I really want to point this out because it is so cheap, but it's not going to maintain being cheap. The current value is supposed to be roughly around $85, and after that one sells, the card will hit about roughly $97 a copy. The reason I'm throwing it out there is because it's a Starlight Rare, which are a lot harder to pull, meaning that this is definitely a card that you might want to consider picking up. You can always get, of course, the QCR version that also kind of went up for a little bit in the past month and now starting to teeter off a little bit. The price is roughly around $20, but I would recommend going for the Starlight Rare because it's better than the QCR as far as long-term trade value. I'm going to be surprised if people start picking up Boral Savage Dragon because it's going to start seeing play in the near future. Now, once again, you can grab any other version. If I'm Ultra Rare, there's Secret Rare, Prismatic Secret Rare. I mean, it's all over the place for this card, so it's not a hard card to get. But the higher rated ones are. Diabellstar Black Witch used to be dirt cheap for a Sinful Spoils card. I mean, at one point within the past 3 months, it was around $19, $20. The current value of this card is roughly around $44. Now, this is a card that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are looking to play as a 3 of in some decks, and in other decks play as a 1 of, and then also as a 2 of. Nevertheless, Diabellstar Black Witch is a card a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to need. And let's be honest with you, the Sinful package, if you're looking to play a fire deck, is what you need to run that fire deck more efficiently. Cosmic Cyclone has been rising in value. It went as low as $70, but if you're looking at right over here, there's a damaged one, and then there's an unlimited one for $110, $111 realistically. Ultimate Cosmic Cyclone is definitely really good against the Fire King's deck. It's really good at just sniping that field spell. It procs, and then the Fire King plays blows up their whole board, which can be good and can be bad. Nevertheless, this is the highest rated version of Cosmic Cyclone. Let me pause real quickly right here, though, because I bought one of these for roughly around $70-something, $75, I think, about something like that. The second I get this card, I'm listing it on here. I'm going to be real with you. And the reason why is because $111 on a card I bought $74, pretty good. And I guarantee other Yu-Gi-Oh! Players bought this card a lot cheaper. And don't get me wrong, yes, it's good to get Fire Kings, but there are definitely other options that are good against Fire Kings as well. So, Cosmic Cyclone might not be the card that's needed, is what I'm trying to say. Moving forward, we have Maze of Millennia now. This is a set I talked about. Transaction rollback was roughly around 95, you can see over here, and the current value is about 85. Bonfire was 125, you can see it right over here, and the current value of Bonfire is $111, or $110. The reason why these are cheap because these are pre-sale prices, but don't be shocked that people would pay this money because they would. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will definitely pay a lot of money for cards so they can get them as soon as possible, so they can use them. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Bonfire is a great card. I think Transaction Rollback is a great card. But these are the top of the price points you're going to get them at. Not every set is like Age of Overlord, where once a product comes out, you can grab these cards and they'll be rising in value as you buy them. That doesn't really work in this game. Really, really, really rarely we get a set that does do that, like Age of Overlord. But besides Age of Overlord, the last time to do it was a long while ago. Original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye, though, QCR out of Age of Overlord, once again, used to be as cheap as $43. The current value of this card is about $90 a copy for this QCR. Some players are playing multiple copies, and that's why the price has risen. In my opinion, I do think this card price is going to start dropping, and here's why. Because, yes, right now, a lot of players are playing as a 2 and even 3 ofs, which is so weird to see, but once we get the new cards come out next month, I think players will rely less on the Sinful engine and use it more as a utility. Oh, cool, I can't do this early without really dedicating a normal summon. I like that, they'll say to themselves. But don't get me wrong, you definitely still want to open cards like Snake Eye and, of course, Wanted. The secret version I wanted, Secret of Sinful Spoils, has been rising dramatically. At one point, it was $50. You can see it over here, $50.55. The current value of the card is an astonishing $109 for this. And this is just for the secret rare. We're not even talking about the QCR version, which is insanely inflated. Why? What's going to happen? Well, we already know this card's going to see a lot of play. We know a lot of players, top players, will be playing this in a lot of the top decks, probably fire decks. We do know this is going to happen. Now, here's the crazy part. Will this card get hit in the next couple of months? If you said yes, you are absolutely incorrect. You're wrong. You're insane to think that. But let me explain why, besides just throwing things out there, okay? Hold on. You think Konami is going to hit the Wanted engine without reprinting the Wanted engine and making your money in their pockets? You got them fucked up, okay? Throwing it out there right now, you're dead ass wrong. Wanted Secret and Simple Spoils has not had its QCR, Prismatic Secret Rare, fucking Ultra Rare Common, you know, whatever goofy Star Foil. Konami is going to milk this cow dry, and the second everyone has it, within about a month, 2 months at most, Wanted may get hit. Now I say may get hit because we still don't know. I mean, if you really look at the adventure package, which is fully unlocked, by the way, anyone can play the adventure package at threes of everything if you want. Well, that's basically what Konami did. The adventure package did come out in a subset, but it was still pretty expensive. Even more so when you look at the fact that everyone was using it at one point. And what happened? The adventure package slowly fell off. Could that happen to the Wanted engine? It's hard to see it now. We don't really know. But what we do know is the odds of this getting hit are very low in comparison to odds of this getting reprinted, and then Konami milking more money from the player base. I'll tell you right now, the second this gets reprinted, I'm selling my original secrets, buying these, I'll sell any QCRs, and buy the reprints, because that is the peak of what you're going to see it value-wise. And what is going to happen more than likely is a hit in the ban list. More than likely. That's why you keep decks like Flunderies branded, you keep decks like Sky, you keep them on the back burner, in case you are playing stuff like this. Nevertheless, though, the prices is insanely expensive, and yes, it is crazy high, and that's nowhere near as crazy as SP Little Knight, though, whose price point was at $80, and whose price point currently right now is $125, all within a span of 3 months. If you look at within a span of 1 month, I mean, it was at low, almost near 105, and once again, $125 a copy for SP Little Knight at an Age of Overlord. This card is insanely expensive. If you're looking to play Rescue Ace, I got great news for you. You can afford to, says Konami. Now, obviously, this card's insanely expensive, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are probably upset about not being able to buy this card because it is insanely expensive. Once again, what's going to happen? Here's my theory. It's a wild theory. Follow me on this one, okay? This will get a reprint in the making as a Prismatic Secret Rare. Throwing it out there. Anyone owns this and holds it for that long, well, that's unfortunate news for you. Now, if you own the QCR, well, good news. Konami can't make another QCR, right? Hopefully. They can, though, make a Starlight Rare SP Little Knight, which would ideally tank the price of the QCR. So there's a chance they can make this at a higher rarity, QCR, Starlight, but it will lower the price point. And it might need that help soon because the current price point is $500. Then it starts hitting $525, and after those two are sold, it's $546 for SP Little Knight QCR. It's just not worth buying, to be honest with you. Is it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Then we have Flunderies. You know, we talk about all these crazy expensive cards, and we just talk about all over the place. Money here, overpriced, not fair. This deck will run you, for being honest, $50 at most, and you're getting fucked on that deal. This deck also is still really good right now. Flunderies is an excellent deck for a player that doesn't really want to spend a lot of money in this game, but still be competitive. You can take this deck to locals and actually do a lot of good things. I don't know why my voice went up high like that. It's just weird. But nevertheless, Flunderies is a great deck, and I really don't understand why players just look at this deck and go, I'm above that. I'm better than Flunderies. Do you not want to win, bitch? Because if you want to win, you're going to do what you got to do to get dubs by playing Flunderies. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players like to feel like a weird connect. I guess watching a TV show, some people are like, I need to feel a connection with my deck. Bro, I'll play Fire Kings. I don't know shit about the deck. Don't know the lore. I don't know what those pictures mean. They could have literally did stick figures on those fucking cards. I play them because those effects are pretty good come next month. With Flunderies, you're literally playing with penguins and birds. Once again, you know what the fuck these birds are doing. It doesn't matter as long as you can win if you want to be competitive in the game still. That's all I'm trying to say for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players who are like, V, I can't play Flunderies. I look down on Flunderies. Why? Deck's dirt cheap and really good. Deck plays Shifter, does it pretty well, and fucks people up if they don't have the answer. And even if they do have the answer, this card over here, Advent of Adventure, says your Imperium does dick. This card over here, Magnificent Map, well, it makes Ash Blossom look kind of silly. The deck's not a bad deck and it's dirt cheap. And as much as we like to make fun of Yu-Gi-Oh players who go, oh, you spent all your money on your decks, or oh, you don't spend enough money, or there's money talk in this game, realistically, Flunders will get players wins primarily because the deck's a good deck still. I have no shame in playing it, and I have no shame in playing other decks. Also, Shifter's a really good card. And then we have a card like Soul Release. If you're looking to play a deck like Flunder, Sky Strikers, whatever deck you want to play, you might want to start picking your Soul Releases. Now, this card as a common is still relatively inexpensive. Speed Duel Match of Millennium has a common $1. There's a bunch of other ones. You don't care which ones they are as far as like rarity or whatever. But if you want the highest rarity, the super rare version, it is going to run you a little bit of money. The super rare version of this card used to be $1, $1.50. The current value of the super rare version of this card, first edition, is almost near $9. And I wouldn't be surprised if this card, well, maintains a decent value because it is an excellent side deck card against a lot of decks in the game. Wouldn't be surprised if this card, no joke, is, well, going to see play in the side decks of every player moving forward. This is a very good card. And we kind of know that already, but I just want to tell you the fact that the price is almost near $10 a copy, and we'll probably hit that soon. Guys, make sure to go to my website, YGOPaisano.com. I have the Ghost Sister collection. You can go ahead and grab any of these amazing field centers. Don't worry about that one. Don't ignore that one. Amazing field centers on my website, YGOPaisano.com. Tokens. We also have the Black Edition, which looks amazing. A lot of really cool stuff on this website, guys. When I stream on Twitch TV, YGOPaisanos, I primarily use these because, one, I like them, but two, there's so many of them to choose from. Also, I can finally show this. I should have started the video showing this, but listen, this is for those who stay at the end of the video and watch the goo. So we all know about Imperium Duelist. Imperium Duelist makes a bunch of amazing deck boxes, like this one over here, Vampire Princess. Check it out. Very cool deck box by Imperium Duelist. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely cool. Cyberpunk Diva, Vampire Princess. Hold on. Awakening Wave deck box. I mean, absolutely amazing deck boxes for players. But there's a deck box that has not been revealed yet, and I have it right over here. If you watched my stream last night, the second I hit midnight, I showed you this deck box because it's really cool. Check it out. If you like Chainsaw Man, check that out. Look at that deck box. This deck box will be available Friday at 9 p.m., 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST, and whatever the fuck Mountain Time is. But look at that. Absolutely gorgeous deck box. It fits nice and easily and perfectly in, well, your bag. But you can also look at that. Dice trays down here. Deck box here. Boom, boom, boom. It's thinner than a Quest deck box if you want something a little thinner. Some people want something a little thinner. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to match it. It's a little bit thinner. There we go. All these are both great deck boxes. They're available on Imperium Duelist's website, ImperiumDuelist.com. You can use promo code Paisano10. Get some gorgeous sleeves. They have the Pegasus sleeves. They have the Minotaur sleeves if you want to get mats. And, of course, double sleeve if you want to. You want to see those sleeves in action? Once again, check out my Twitch stream, YGO_Paisano, because I double sleeve my sleeves with Imperium Duelist double sleeves. And I use the Pegasus sleeves. I haven't tried Minotaur yet, but I'll get back to you on that one. We got to try that soon, maybe. But, yeah, guys, the Imperium Duelist is going to have a brand new deck box. It's over here. It's called Scarlet. I always forget to name it. Scarlet Power. I'm so bad with names. Scarlet Power. I've had this deck box for well over a week, and I've been wanting to show it to everybody, and I couldn't show it to anybody. So it was really frustrating, but really cool knowing something like this is going to be coming out soon. Once again, I'm a big fan of Chainsaw Man. I binged it in one night. The anime, I haven't binged the manga. I love this a ton. Look how gorgeous that looks. Like, absolutely badass. Once again, Scarlet Power deck box going to be available this Friday. ImperiumDuelist.com, 9 p.m. EST, 6 p.m. PST. Get yourself one of these bad boys. These are absolutely gorgeous. I'm telling you right now, everyone's going to compliment you. And they're going to be jealous. More than likely, because they don't got it good like that. Like, dude, what deck box has it good like that? Check that out. Like, look at that. Quest deck box right now is available at ImperiumDuelist.com. $44.99. You can also get your slim deck box for those who like the double deck boxes. Totally get it. Gorgeous slim deck box. Cyberpunk Diva, Vampire Princess. These are absolutely beautiful deck boxes as well. Nice thin, nice and slim if you like it like that. Okay, I'm more of a, I like them thick like a Snicker. But if you like them thin, I got you too, Playboy. They're all great deck boxes, guys. Make sure to go check out ImperiumDuelist.com for deck box, dice, binders, everything. Really easy.
It's your boy V, and you guys all have a great day.